So Zero Skull says Brian Green is a charlatan. Thank you, Zero Skull. I appreciate that.
My greatest story, which is make up a rhyme, you might play the game or commit a crime. You never know what the ZERØ show, ZERØ show, ZERØ show. It's the ZERØ show episode, the K-Cap Skirts Whitney. Made with milk from contented cows. Join Darth Vader on the dark side. Capture Princess Leia Organa's Corvette, the Tantive 4. Blast the rebel transport ships escaping Hoth. Destroy Han Solo's ship, the Millennium Falcon. Battle against the rebel fleet of X-Wing and Y-Wing fighters. Protect the Death Star by shooting Luke Skywalker out of the sky. Win the galaxy for the Empire. Watch an old TV commercial. And more. I might always be wrong.
Hello, thank you. Thank you. Hello. Hello, welcome, hi. Well, we're drawing closer and closer to moving day, and I gotta tell you, it's exciting. The new place looks great, but you won't see it until the next episode at least. If some major news story breaks that doesn't involve a state whose motto is "Don't mess with us," then I might do a special episode about that, but short of that, I have absolutely no plans to shoot another episode or even another scene here at this location. But I've got something for you today. If you know me, you know I hate the Star Wars movie series. Don't get me wrong, the best movie-going experience of my life was seeing episode 1 on opening day. I always liked A New Hope just as a movie, but it's convoluted and doesn't really seem to make a whole lot of sense. Obi-Wan Kenobi hung out in the hills near Luke's house, disguised as old Ben Kenobi instead of like Obi-Wan something other than Kenobi. And Darth Vader didn't notice him, the only living Jedi in the galaxy, when he was at Tatooine capturing Princess Leia. Just didn't notice this crazy huge disturbance in the Force. I always wondered what happened to that huge hall where they handed out the medals, and who built that thing and why and how they got to Hoth. Like everybody, every rebel in the galaxy went to Hoth. Like, why? That really doesn't make much sense. And then why did they go out and hunt the probe instead of hiding from the probe? Because a probe, they can't spot you, can't transmit a report that you are there. But a probe that sees you or a probe that you shoot down can transmit information or halt transmitting information that will inform that, hey, something's out here and it looks pretty suspicious. Why are walkers a good idea for a vehicle? Did the people in this galaxy far, far away invent hover technology before they invented the wheel? So legs just seemed like a good idea. Hey, we'll put out the AT-AT and walk. Doop, doop. That's like hey, what if somebody can trip it? You can't really trip a tire, can you? No, but you can trip an AT-AT. Okay. Yeah, this movie has never really made much sense to me. I do like them as movies, but I have never been an actual fan. Okay, I haven't really been a fan since I was probably 12. I really wouldn't be bothered if I never saw anything Star Wars and another movie or TV show ever again. But Star Wars video games tend to be pretty good. I play old Tiger handhelds, and the Star Wars games tend to be among the better games that Tiger did put out. Today, to honor my dislike of Star Wars, I am going to do full gameplay on a different Star Wars game than you have ever seen or played. So stick around. Thanks for choosing to view this video instead of, or out of the hundreds of billions of videos you could have chosen to watch. Every second you watch this is a second taken away from your own life spent elsewhere and shared with me. Thank you for being there. I hope you enjoy the show. This is the last show from here. So, I hope it actually is enjoyable. Thanks. Have fun. Tiger Joystick Games Star Wars Imperial Assault 3D figure handheld game. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, you are Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith. The Empire has flourished under your protection, and you have been instrumental in extending the Emperor's rule across the entire galaxy. Unfortunately, rebel malcontents struggle to undo what you have accomplished. You must crush the rebellion, end the conflict, and bring order to the galaxy. Of all the tools the Emperor has placed at your disposal, none are so useful as the TIE fighters manufactured by the CNR fleet systems under direct control of the Imperial Navy. The TIE fighters serve as an ever-present reminder of the Imperial Navy's presence. Although you are not one to put faith in technological marvels, the new TIE Advanced X-1 prototypes are most impressive. You are still feared and respected as one of the best starfighter pilots in the galaxy, and your ship of choice is a custom-built TIE Advanced X-1 prototype, with a few personal additions, of course. The Emperor has ordered you to seek out the leaders of the rebellion and destroy them. All the resources the Empire has to offer are at your disposal, but you are armed only with your TIE fighter and the dark side of the Force. It is enough. You will not fail. Your mission. You must show your skill at firing the TIE fighter's weapons systems to destroy the rebel X-Wing and Y-Wing fighters. Some of the X-Wings and Y-Wings will fly directly at you, and you must shoot them down when they appear in range. Others will be heading the other way, trying to escape you. You must eliminate them before they get away. You must also avoid hitting members of your own TIE squad and their supporting Star Destroyers. You can only take 4 hits before you are destroyed. Each time you are hit, a small crack appears in your viewport. When you receive 4 cracks, your ship is destroyed. You begin each level with 3 lives. If you ever use up all 3 lives on a level, it's game over. There are 4 stages of play, and you must complete them all to win the game. On each level, you must defeat the level stages boss in order to continue on to the next stage. On each level, you must defeat the level stages boss in order to continue on to the next stage. Yes. When you engage the boss, there will be X-Wing fighters attacking you, so you have to defend your ship from the rebel attack while still trying to destroy the stage boss. Stage Level 1 boss, Princess Leia's Corellian Corvette, the Tantive 4. Stage Level 2 boss, escaping Rebel transports from the Rebel base. Stage Level 3 boss, Luke Skywalker's X-Wing in the trenches of the Death Star. Stage Level 4 boss, the Millennium Falcon. To win the game, you must save the Death Star 2 at the Battle for Endor by defeating the Millennium Falcon in Level 4. At the end of Level 4, if you destroy the Millennium Falcon, you will see a game-winning animation where all the X-Wings and Y-Wings are destroyed at once, signifying the end of their pitiful rebellion.
Brian Green is a charlatan. Brian Green is a charlatan.
Dare to embrace the dark side. Grab control of the Force, plug in and fire torpedoes, dodge X-Wings, spin, dive, and stay alive long enough to smash the Rebel Alliance. The Star Wars Imperial Assault handheld game with Darth Vader joystick. The Force in handheld game. Batteries not included.
Brian Green is a charlatan. Brian Green is a charlatan.
Your battles. Your destiny. Stage Level 1, Tatooine. For months you have suspected that Princess Leia Organa has been aiding the rebellion. Sure enough, you learn that she is a rebel spy and has stolen the plans for the new Death Star battle station. Of course, the Death Star is insignificant compared to the power of the dark side of the Force, but the Emperor himself has ordered you to recover those plans before they are delivered into the hands of the enemy. You must obey. The Princess's ship, the Tantive 4, is a lightly armed Corellian Corvette, and she is escorted by a squad of Rebel X-Wing fighters. You must disable the Corvette's shields and force the Princess to surrender. X-Wings will swarm all around you. Take aim and blast those Rebel scum. After you destroy the escorting X-Wings, you will have a chance to battle the Tantive 4. Using the TIE's superior speed, you can quickly outdistance the fleeing Corvette and turn on it. You must head it off and slow it down so that you can board the ship and capture Princess Leia. You must stop the Tantive 4 before she can escape. If you can disable their shields before they can make the jump to hyperspace, the Tantive 4 will stop firing and surrender, and your first mission will be a success. However, if you fail to stop the Tantive 4 in the allotted time, you will face the wrath of the Emperor. Then you will truly learn the depth of the dark side of the Force. Press the start button to begin each new stage. Aim with your crosshairs, then fire at will. Leia's Tantive 4. Each time you make a hit, her energy bar diminishes. Each time you are hit, a crack appears in your viewport. Stage Level 2, the Rebel Base. The probe droids have finally discovered the location of the hidden Rebel base. Unfortunately, the Rebels were alerted to your attack and have had time to begin their evacuation. You have vowed that none shall escape your wrath. The Rebels are tricky, however. Ion cannon emplacements on the surface of the planet are bombarding your fleet. You must avoid their ion cannon blasts from the planet, all while attacking X-Wings and Rebel transport ships. The X-Wings will swarm all around, flying toward and away from you, but the transports will follow their escape path, flying from the lower left of the screen to the upper right. Avoid the ion blast that will accompany them. Since the Rebel evacuation has already begun, you only have a limited time to stop them. The timer will be set to 150. If you can destroy 5 Rebel transports and their X-Wing escorts, you will have proved yourself and can consider the mission a success. If not, you will have disgraced yourself in the eyes of the Emperor. Transports! Avoid their ion cannon blasts and continue your assault. So the weirdest comment I commonly notice that people make about Star Wars is that if Star Wars takes place in the future, then they'll make some comment about the evolution of society or social mores or politics or something, or the notion of interplanetary travel and all this stuff. But it starts on the premise that Star Wars takes place in the future. No. The very first damn thing you see is long ago in a galaxy far, far away. Star Wars does not take place in the future. It takes place in the past. Damn it. Stage Level 3, the Battle of Yavin. The Death Star is magnificent. 120 kilometers in diameter, the Death Star space station features a super laser capable of destroying an entire planet. Almost 1 million beings inhabit the Death Star, including over 7,000 TIE fighter pilots. It is an honor and privilege to serve the Empire on this awesome and majestic station. The rebels, it would seem, have turned suicidal. They have launched an attack on the Death Star using only squads of X-Wing and Y-Wing fighters. Surely they cannot be serious in their assault. It is your mission to shoot down squads of X and Y-Wings that will be swarming around you. But you've heard Luke Skywalker is among the rebel pilots and the Force is with him. If you could turn him to your side, he would make a powerful ally. Skywalker's X-Wing represents the boss in this level. When you have destroyed Skywalker's squadron, the way will be clear for you to duel Skywalker himself. Following his X-Wing into the trench of the Death Star, you lock onto his tail. Avoid the Death Star's ion cannon blasts and protruding pieces and commence your attack. A timer, set for 30, will appear at the start of this boss screen. Also appearing will be an energy bar. The bar represents the X-Wing's shields. Every time you hit the X-Wing, his shields will diminish a little bit. When his shields are gone, Skywalker's ship will be crippled and he will be forced to surrender or be destroyed. If you do not destroy the X-Wing before the timer expires, then Luke will shoot his torpedo into the Death Star's unshielded exhaust vent and detonate the power core, thus obliterating the station. Your mission is very grave. So Luke Skywalker will be forced to surrender or be destroyed, but if you do not destroy him, then he will detonate the power core. So you have to destroy him, and it doesn't matter if he would surrender. X-Wings and Y-Wing swarms. Avoid your own Death Star cannon blasts. Engage Skywalker. Stage Level 4, the Battle of Endor. The Emperor's second Death Star is even more impressive than the first. Even unfinished, its power and glory eclipse the original Death Star, but once again, the Death Star is under Rebel attack. You have analyzed their attack plan and found there is a danger. The Rebels plan to fly into the superstructure of the unfinished station to destroy the power regulators, causing the Death Star to explode. You must prevent this at all costs. Your mission is to shoot down the swarms of X-Wing and Y-Wing starfighters that are part of the Rebel fleet. The Rebel starfighters have retreated to close proximity of your own star destroyers, leading you into deadly Imperial crossfire. To make matters worse, you must carefully watch your shots to avoid hitting your own ships. You realize that if the Rebels are to be stopped, you've got to break away and engage their flagship, the Millennium Falcon. That ship has been a thorn in your side for too long. If you can shoot your way through the X-Wings and Y-Wings, you may be able to break away long enough to engage the Millennium Falcon as she speeds toward the core of the space station. The Millennium Falcon is escorted by 2 X-Wings. First, you've got to destroy the escorts. Then you've got to destroy the Millennium Falcon. But the Millennium Falcon is quite possibly the fastest ship in the galaxy. Once you enter the superstructure, you've only got 30 seconds to destroy her before she reaches the core of the Death Star. If you succeed, the Empire's rule of the galaxy will be total. If not, like the rest of the Empire, you will be destroyed. Don't hit a Star Destroyer by mistake. In the epic conclusion, take out the 2 X-Wings and then the Millennium Falcon. Oh. Scoring. Each X-Wing is worth 50 points. Each Y-Wing is worth 100 points. Capturing the Tantive 4 is worth 250 points. Destroying a Rebel transport is worth 300 points. Destroying Luke Skywalker's X-Wing is worth 450 points. And destroying the Millennium Falcon is worth 600 points. If you hit a Star Destroyer by mistake, you will lose 100 points. And this is how you insert the batteries. They go in that way. show is entirely a Star Trek special. Star Wars special? I'm not sure what the difference is. Oh well, have fun.
So Zero Skull says Brian Green is a charlatan. Thank you, Zero Skull. I appreciate that.